Okay, Assalamu alaikum. We're here at Shahada Corner. We're here 4.5 months after Brother Jordan accepted Islam, alhamdulillah. A lot of people on the YouTube video has been asking how's Jordan, what's going on, and they want to know how he's finding Islam, is he still a Muslim, all of these things. So basically, we're just doing a short video, just to see he's still a Muslim, and why, and also how he's finding Islam, what challenges he's faced, and things like that, inshallah. So I'll let you do most of the talking. I'll ask you questions here and there.
Yeah. So we'll go right back to the beginning.
Yeah.
So I took my Shahada 4.5 months ago now, and yeah, it's just been. I think I'd say very, very dramatically. My life changed after my Shahada. I felt like a completely different person, and there were certain things. I think I mentioned it in my last video where my perception of things changed completely overnight. So I almost woke up a different person. But then, and you're almost like, as a revert, you're almost like a kid in a candy shop, I'd say. So you're kind of. When I started out, I was kind of trying to look to get as much information as I can.
Yeah.
I think what I learned very quickly was to sort of slow myself and steady myself, because there was a lot of stuff I was listening to online and things that I thought, well, what's that? And I was getting involved that was probably taking me away from the main thing which I should have focused on, which is my prayer. So I think I've got to a space now, so 4.5 months later, where my prayers actually started to go
really?
As it should do.
You're on the 5 times?
Yeah. Well, not every day, but
no.
Because I work and things like that.
But it's like that Sheikh said, isn't it? We did the day out, and he said, look, just to stand in front of Allah, just to have that connection, just to make the moves, just to show that connection, and then the words and the meaning and everything will all come later.
Yeah. The days where I have missed, you can feel the difference in yourself. You kind of find yourself slipping a bit.
So as an Englishman, have you found adjusting to? Because someone asked me the other day, I'm going to respond to her, Amanda. She asked me, what parts of Muslim culture have I adopted now? I'm a Muslim.
Yeah.
So how would you find English culture and Islamic culture? Would you say there's a clash, or would you say it's a minor adjustment?
Yeah, I firmly believe that Islam and British culture are very similar. There's some very big similarities in terms of the values and things like that.
Maybe it values from 50 years ago.
Yeah, probably I'd say old. Yeah,
People would say the Victorian times.
Yeah, I agree. But in terms of people, I don't know. People view Islam completely differently, don't they?
It's alien, basically. I've said it before. Bowl of curry.
Yeah.
They become Muslims after start eating curry, wearing big baggy clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I purposefully, and I think I knew it from the beginning, mainly through our discussions, because obviously I come up to see you most Fridays, is to not lose my own identity in it. I've become a Muslim, I haven't become an Arab.
Yeah, I know you were choice of Umar at one stage.
I was thinking name change and things like that. Yeah. And then, I thought out of respect for my mum, I'm going to keep my name. I'm Jordan, I was born Jordan. I still dress the same, I still speak the same. And most people around me, other than me now not eating halal, only eating halal
you're a vegetarian
and not drinking,
health freak.
So they just think I'm a bit weird.
That must affect socially as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, no, it has, and I think people generally, though, in the back of their mind, when strangely, I've got a bit of respect out of it. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do think that. People try and be negative and say, "Oh, why are you not drinking? What's wrong with beer?" But I think.
Have you had to do any lectures on alcohol and things?
Purposely not.
The 5 poisons?
I did before my child. I was doing that kind of stuff, and it doesn't end well because people don't want to be told that kind of stuff. No. So if somebody wanted to chat to me like this, I would. But in a pub while someone's got a beer in their hand, they get on with it.
So it's not major adjustments.
No. So for me personally, my adjustments haven't been major at all.
You're still hiding it though.
Yeah, that's probably it. I'm probably so my loved ones know.
That's fantastic. How did your mum take it?
Took it really well. I mean, my sister converted, so she'd already dealt with it. I think my mum, obviously, the idea of Islam is alien to her. But an example maybe where she may see positive change is I now spend every Friday morning with her. So,
which is lovely. I love that.
Yeah, I think because. And
especially Friday mornings.
Yeah, a lot of people, I'm sure there'll be a lot of comments saying, "Oh, you should look after your parents."
You don't
anyway.
need to. You don't need to always look after your mum on a Friday. But do they do that?
But no, I've never been in the culture. In things that I've learned when I was younger, no one's ever said to me, "You know what? Your parents, you have to look after." I mean, it is something that's obvious. but no one's ever, people around you are putting their parents in homes, and people are just going to work and not really spending time with their.
Okay. Because I had that situation with my mum, and she, basically she said things about me in the past, and I said I'll never speak to you again. And even she phoned me up before I became Muslim. She phoned me up to apologise, and I just said I'm not interested in anything you've got to say. I just put the phone down. I said it about 5 times, put the phone down. And then when I became Muslim, I realised how important mothers were. And so anyway, finally made contact with her again, and we're good as gold now. But she said to me, "Are you saying?" She said to me, "Are you saying you're only speaking to me because you're a Muslim now?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Yep."
Yeah.
I said, because I realised the value, because of what you said to me, I would never forgive you. But Islam tells me I have to, because of the importance, and she loves that.
Yeah.
And she tells whoever she can now that her son's a Muslim. And I think she gets so many subscribers because she keeps telling, and she's in Shetland Isles. Yeah. And she's sharing it with everyone. Yeah. My mum can talk to anyone. Yeah. So even when she's phoning BT to complain about a line connection, within 20 minutes she's talking about her son and telling him to go onto YouTube or whatever. Yeah. So I get that point.
Thank you.
Obviously Ramadan came along. That was a rude awakening.
Yeah.
Especially for your profession.
Yeah, when Ramadan was coming, I thought, and I think I kept messaging, I was like, I think I can do this. Is there an easy option for me? Or I think I was looking for something that would tell me I didn't need to do, I could do it halfway or,
Yeah.
But no, I went in head first, and I knew I wanted to try and do it. And I'd say the first few days were really tough.
Yeah, because it's a complete thing, because you become Muslim and you're told what you can't do, which is haram anymore. You can't do this stuff. Now I'm saying you can't drink water. You can't, you can't do these basic things that. So that must have been, like I said, a rude awakening for you. So you got into it, and how did you find iftar?
So iftar was amazing. I mean, the one thing I probably would change next year is because I'm not really connected to any masjid locally. I was breaking fast with my fiance or who are watching me just eat the food as much as I can while they're just looking at me eating their food. But no, the feeling of iftar was amazing. And you look forward to it every day, don't you?
Yeah, and you miss it as well.
Yeah, no, strangely I do miss Ramadan, and I look forward to it coming.
Yeah, I said this to people before. I said, look, they say about Ramadan is like a relative coming to visit. You haven't seen them for a year. Yeah. When they come, you're excited about them coming.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
And then during the time, you get fed up of them. And then it comes to a point you can't wait for them to leave. Yeah. And then when they do leave them, you start missing them again. Yeah. And then that is Ramadan. And I said to George was funny. So I said, because I can't imagine a time I'm going to miss this.
No.
Because it's torture.
Yeah. I think I was at the same. During it, I was like, I'm not going to miss this. This is just I want it over.
But it's just.
Yeah, I think it was obviously the month of the Quran, so I read the Quran more than I had before during that time. Giving to charity, fasting, you definitely have a feeling. You appreciate what people around the world are going through that don't have food and water.
Yeah, although we don't say that's why we fast, but it's a beautiful ramification of it. Is that you can really have empathy. Yeah. And that's why I think a lot of charity gets given in Ramadan because of that feeling that you're going to break your fast, but the person is not going to break the fast. Yeah. When are they going to break the fast? Or you dirty puddle or dirty water, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
So you got through Ramadan.
I did.
So how are you feeling now?
Yeah,
about being a Muslim.
Yeah, I'm pretty much.
I know you're a bit of a celebrity in the park.
Yeah, less now, I guess. I remember when my video first went up.
Oh yeah, we did videos down at the wall.
It's definitely settled down, and to be honest, I venture up here every 6 weeks or so, so people are used to me here. This is probably my little brotherhood way, because I don't have any Muslim friends and things.
I can imagine going home, putting the keys down.
Yeah, so it's nice to come up here and actually speak to people. And I mean, there's part of the parks I don't like, but there's a lot of lovely brothers here.
If you want fruitcakes in the park, you can go to Fruitcake Corner. If you want to have nice discussions, you can have nice discussions. That's right. If you just want to hang with the brothers, you can just hang with the brothers. Obviously, when I come here, kind of mix this up. Sometimes I have to deal with some fruitcakes come along. Other times, so many brothers coming to see Salam see me because I haven't been for 2 months, what I mean? And then time, just like you say before earlier, about tourists and just normal people who've just got genuine questions. Although it's quite hard to find these days. And
I love the food afterwards because, like I said to you, before I took my Shahada, one of the experiences I'll never forget is coming to eat with all the brothers in the evening. It's very different to my friendships circles. In my friendship circles, whilst obviously they're my friends, and but there's always the sense of competition, how much he earns, what they're doing. There's a bit of back chat, things like that. Whereas my experience so far with Muslims is that it's all very face value.
We just enjoy the moment.
Yeah, it seems that way. And
there's nothing, there's no agenda driven.
Yeah, and that,
we have a laugh, as you do, but like you say, especially the Park brothers, when we go after, it's just because we haven't seen each other, and it's good to share each other, and we share the anecdotes of what's going on in the day, and it's just nice, mashallah. Oh, well, that's fantastic, man. I'm very happy you're enjoying it, and so tell me what's good about Brexit. We call it a day then.